Leonilda Gervasi's one act of giving has enabled so many at Brown to embrace their passions and pursue different fields and careers.
She was so smart and had such foresight to create this scholarship.
Unknowingly, I became part of her legacy, just like the other recipients. Now it connects us in a special way because it all started from her. She was born in Naples, which is where my parents are from. She was the first woman in her family to graduate from an Ivy League institution from Brown, but also from college.
Like me, Leonilda moved to New York City after she graduated from Brown, and her first job was at the 42nd Street Bryant Park Library. Leonilda spent her life teaching immigrants they could use the libraries, which many did, to become American citizens.
Leonilda Gervasi moved to West Texas, which is pretty close to where I'm from, with her husband Frank, who was a successful artist. She happily donated her time and knowledge to the Marfa Public Library. There's still a room in the library dedicated in her honor. I come from a migrant family. My dad was born in the US and his parents were born in the US. We were migrant farm workers, and something that my grandfather always did was he always made sure to come back before the start of the school year. That's why I'm so passionate about education, to make sure that the sacrifices that my family made in farm fields decades ago, now I'm in a lecture hall learning about medicine.
I started off with research in the chemistry department, and then I switched to biomedical engineering. I also explored interventional medical devices. So next year I'll be pursuing a PhD in medical engineering. I'll be conducting research at the edge of medicine and engineering.
I ended up moving to New York City and working for the French Michelin-starred chef Daniel Boulou. Now I've recently launched a business that creates memorable food experiences for people traveling to France and Italy.
I've always wanted to be a doctor, to help people live in this body as well as possible.
In the best case scenario, in 10 years from now, I will have developed a pediatric pad to help children that are born with conditions that lead them to have heart failure.
This scholarship came from a woman who wanted to care for people who she didn't know yet.
It's really the gift that keeps on giving when you make giving to Brown part of your estate planning.
With what she achieved, it had a ripple effect that is still going on 100 years later.
Look at us today. We're talking about Leonilda and what an impact she had on so many people's lives. And that's a story none of us would know if it weren't for her gift.
We all stand on somebody's shoulders. My career at Brown, I stood on Leonilda Gervasi's shoulders.
It's not about what you can achieve as an individual, it's about the legacy that you leave behind.